Do you think that reps will be looking toward holding or creating events like this, or like conferences?
Yeah, I actually personally really enjoy it. It's one of the things I get a lot of enjoyment out of. And that's why, we've started the Network and Learn events, which again have been received really well by the industry. And then we're doing another one in Abu Dhabi, because of course we are Reps UAE and we haven't done a lot in Abu Dhabi. And we do have Abu Dhabi trainers coming up to our events in Dubai. So we're going to do a Reps Educational Summit at the Abu Dhabi Sports and Fitness Expo in November. So we'll try that one. That will be a one-day event. And I think there's definitely a possibility for us to maybe expand on that. Yeah.
I mean, I compare it to kind of Australia. We have a lot of fitness events in Australia. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me. Do you think we're heading in the direction of potentially creating not as many events, but potentially creating more valuable events to the fitness industry?
Yeah, that's a key word, I think, valuable. So I think it's important that the content is good enough, for the industry to kind of attend. And also, it's all about, like I said, giving back and educating fitness professionals. So that's something that I'm passionate about too. I really care about the topics that are being covered. I don't want to waste the fitness professionals' time if it's not going to progress them further and be interesting for them. Because, we all know it's important to learn, but it's really nice when you go and attend something that you feel, wow, this is really interesting. The topic is really interesting. And I've come away, with learning something that I didn't know before. Yeah. So it's important to me that the speakers are good, the content is good, the topic is good, and that the trainers are going to take a lot away from it, and and are going to love it. Really, I'm not trying to sell anything. Yeah. And I think that's where some, let's say, event organizers, they may be looking at, of course, I understand people have got to make money, but are they really looking at, is that content valuable? So I'd rather do less events. I'm not looking to do a lot of them, although we're doing these monthly ones, but they're just short. It's like 1 hour of education. And like I said, it's called Network and Learn. So it's about bringing the industry together, meeting the reps team, then meeting other fitness professionals, getting them an opportunity for them to mingle. So I think that's equally as important.
Yeah. Do you think that it's better to have an event that caters for every different facet of the industry, or whether it's a stronger offering and more value if you go for a refined niche market for the fitness industry?
We base ours on the categories which we register. So that's personal trainers, gym instructors, group fitness instructors, Pilates and yoga. There's a lot of other, CrossFit, powerlifting, those sort of genres, but there are people offering education in that field. That's not my area of expertise. Okay. And so I'd rather stick to what I know and, base the education we offer on the categories. So what content would develop, any of those: personal trainers, group fitness, yoga, Pilates. I'm really working on now trying to do more for the yoga and Pilates industry, because that's a hard one. But I do try and get content or topics which would still be of interest to all of them. Yeah. Whether that's, we just had one yesterday which was about digital marketing and AI, and how exercise professionals can use this to their advantage. Yeah. That was a really interesting topic, which all fitness professionals would benefit from.
Absolutely. Do you think that, now that you've brought that up in a topic, I'm very curious. Obviously, you have really seen the development of the fitness influencer.
Oh, I have.
In the last 20 something years. Do you think that, this is a bit of a loaded question, but do you think that this has actually developed in a positive manner, or do you think that some people have developed it to be a positive tool and others not? Or
yeah, I do think it's a tricky question. I mean, I think I've always had a love-hate relationship with it, to be honest, but I realize, if we don't move with the times, we're going to be left behind. And I think that our speaker yesterday made that very clear, like with AI, for example. He basically said that if you don't take on board and you don't learn all these things and use it to your advantage, you're going to be out of a job. And I do believe that. So whether you're a techie person, whether you love it or hate it, you kind of have to somehow embrace it, and use it to your advantage and make it work for you, and monetize that. Because he said another good thing, which was interesting. He said to all of the trainers in the room, he said, as a personal trainer, it's a tough job. You're picking up weights and you're training clients back to back. Your hours are long. And he said, can you see yourself doing that in your 40s, 50s and beyond?
Yeah.
And it's true. It has its use by, it has its end date, I think. I mean, sure, you can continue doing it, but I think even in myself at my age, would I want to be a personal trainer now? No. So you've got to sort of ask yourself, okay, where's my career going? What can I do? How can I transition? And maybe stay in the industry, but do something a little bit different, that's not so taxing on my body, And I think that's where, your social media, creating video content, educating, like everything you've learned, putting it out there on video and maybe monetizing that. So he gave a lot of tips on where trainers could kind of take, what would be the next step for them, where could they take their career. And I think that not enough of them think about tomorrow. They just think about, they're in the industry today, but where is the industry heading and where is their career heading and what are they doing to prepare for the changes? And I think that goes across the board with a lot of industries. We've got to ask ourselves, is AI going to take over from what we do? And if it is, where's my place and what can I do about that? So again, it comes back to keeping yourself up to date, learning, evolving.
Yeah, I mean, I find it very interesting watching influencers, shall we say, in the market, leveraging obviously social media and their content and the information that they're putting out. And I think, do you think, shall I say, that personal trainers can also get lost within that space in terms of the messaging that they're trying to obviously portray, along with the service that they're doing?
I think so, definitely. I think trainers are lost. And again, I come back to the session we had on Thursday. Our speaker was actually Paul Aiken, made a valid point that, posting pictures of yourself doing a squat or showing off your abs, how can you monetize that? Or what are you gaining from that? He was stressing that your content needs to have a purpose. Like, what are you trying to achieve? What's your USP? And, what are you trying to achieve by posting those pictures? There's got to be a call to action. And I think that's why trainers are a little bit lost. Because you can have thousands of followers and lots of likes, but what are all these likes getting you? Is it just gratification?
Yeah.
Or is it helping you with your business? So I think we need to start using it as a tool to how can we monetize what we're putting out there, whether that's education or whether it's like your CV. If someone's looking for a trainer, no doubt they go on Instagram to have a look at that trainer. So I think it's important that what you're posting is relevant and it is, showing your ability as a trainer, or helping you to sort of gain clients by using social media.